Back to our fire coverage in California. The Palisades fire, where you're looking at a time lapse now, is now the most destructive fire in LA history. 2,000 homes and businesses have been reduced to ashes. At least 5 people are confirmed dead, but that number is expected to rise.
LA County residents are waking up to hazardous conditions this morning with polluted air and unsafe water to drink in several different neighborhoods. Right now, 5 fires are actively burning, including that monster fire between Malibu and Santa Monica. That's the Palisades fire that has exploded to more than 17,000 acres and 0% contained.
And the winds thankfully dying down a bit. Let's get in CNN correspondent Maribel Gonzalez, who is on the front lines of the fire there in the Pacific Palisades area. Maribel, what a just devastating 24 hours. If you can, describe to us what you're witnessing there.
Mimi and Jay, good morning. Yeah, devastating does not even begin to cover it from what we're hearing from people here. As you can see, we are standing in downtown Pacific Palisades. We were here on this very block just around 10 hours ago, and this pizza shop that's right behind us was standing at that time. But as you can see, this morning it's been reduced to debris and rubble. You see some embers, there's some spot fires still active between all of that debris. And this is the scene block after block in the downtown area. Across the street, a church burned down. On this block, only one business remains standing. Flames are still peeking up from certain buildings. So this is, devastating. People lost their businesses, their livelihoods. We spoke to a gentleman yesterday who came to see for himself the cafe where he not only worked, but grew up frequenting with his family for many years, to see that completely burned to ashes.
And that's what's so sad, Maribel, is that even if your home survived, the place where you go grocery shopping, your neighborhood, restaurant that you go to, and people who own these businesses, those places have been destroyed. So many people are impacted. I'm curious if, now that you've been on the scene there, have you seen anybody try to come back into those neighborhoods to get a look at the damage, get a look at their home to see if it's still standing?
Yeah, very, very few, and that is luckily a good thing because that means people are heeding those evacuation orders. We did speak to that gentleman that I'm referring to yesterday. He wanted to see, he had heard from his friends that it was really bad. News, but wanted to come see it for himself. The word he used is just heartbroken, to imagine, this beautiful picturesque neighborhood looking like a ghost town, wondering how they will rebuild. As you mentioned, this is now one of Los Angeles' most costliest fires. So as you can imagine, that rebuilding will take some time.
Thankfully, and evident in your live shot, it feels like the winds have died down quite a bit from yesterday. Hopefully that gives fire crews a leg up on this just devastating situation. Maribel Gonzalez, thank you so much. Be safe with you and your crew down there.
And we'll, of course, continue our coverage of those fires down in Southern California later in this newscast.